Today on Broward Teen News, we're at West Broward High School to hear about all the exciting things going on in the Pembroke Pines area.
So stay tuned to hear about one of West Broward's class presidents, some local eateries,
and more. Hello and welcome to Broward Teen News West Broward High Edition. I'm Ashley Gonzalez.
And I'm Michael Rodriguez. Today we're going to take an inside look at our school to showcase some of the amazing things happening at West Broward.
Like our first story, which features a heartwarming tribute to those involved in the 9/11 tragedy.
Keep watching to hear me tell you more about this touching marathon. Every year, Runners Depot hosts a 5K run to support the National Fallen Firefighters Foundation. Over 1,200 runners come out to support the cause and challenge themselves physically.
I came out here to motivate people, keep people pumped up, get them inspired, keep them going. Been in the Army for about 16 years now. I got a lot of young soldiers and can't lead from the back, so I try to come out here, lead from the front, let them know that we all out here working.
The purpose of this run wasn't to win the race, but to show those who were affected that we stand with them.
I would say that there are my heroes. They're our heroes as Americans, and I don't know what I would do if I was in that situation, but they are true heroes at heart, even the ones that we lost, and they're will forever be in our memories.
It's what we do. We run, and that's what brings us all together. So I think the more people come together, the better our world will be. So as runners, that's what we do.
As part of a group of Americans, we all feel that 9/11 was a horrifying event that made us realize how important it is to all stand together and be Americans and fight people that don't have the same feelings as we do about our country. I think as runners, we all try to stand together for different causes, but especially this cause. It's so important that we all stand by the people who stood for us and rescued the people that we love, and every day are dying because they put themselves in harm's way for us.
The purpose of this run wasn't to win the race, but to show those who were affected that we stand with them. So after 17 years, people will always remember 9/11 not only as a tragedy, but a way to come together as a nation. For WBTV, I'm Michael Rodriguez.
Raw Juice is an all-organic juice bar that features drinks and snacks for those that are really trying to enhance their diet with healthy and tasty foods.
This store has a variety of options for the common health freak, ranging from detoxifying juices to energy bowls. Viviana Yarovi has the scoop.
Raw Juice promotes a healthy lifestyle by providing its customers with acai bowls, cold-pressed juices, amongst many others. Today we decided to try their Black Magic Acai Bowl, Tasty AF Fresh Juice, and the Big Berry Omega Crunch. The Black Magic Acai Bowl was delightful. The overall flavor is very pleasing. The highlight of this was definitely the earthy tone that the charcoal added to it. The first bite had a nice crunch due to the chia seeds and the hemp granola. The honey added a soft, sweet touch that made my taste buds dance. Typically, I'm not a huge fan of coconut, but this could be my one exception. The next thing I tried was the Tasty AF Cold Pressed Juice. The name is no surprise because it truly is Tasty AF. Personally, I didn't think I was going to be a big fan due to the carrots, but they were shadowed by the orange tanginess. At first sip, it was very tart. Not only is this juice tasty, but it is good for your health due to its support in health, immune function, and vision. To end this review, I had the Big Berry Omega Crunch Bowl. If you're in a rush and need a quick breakfast, this would be a good option for you. But personally, it wouldn't be my first choice. The granola added a nice touch to it, but I felt like it was overpowering the rest of the Crunch Bowl. Although the granola was a little too present for me, the flavorful berries on top slightly made up for it. Overall, if you're looking for a healthy alternative, this is the place to go. The food and juices are great, and I'd highly recommend Raw Juice to anyone. For WBTV, this has been Viviana Yarovi reporting.
All 4 student body presidents here at West Broward do their best to make our high school experience the best it can be.
Let's hear more about the senior class president who stood out amongst the others.
Hi, my name is Universal Santiago. I am 17 years old and I go to West Broward, and I'm the senior class president. When I was younger in middle school, I always wanted to make a difference, and when going into high school, I said, why not run for class president, because you can make a difference that way. I wanted to implement more cooperation and for people to not, discriminate between each other, regardless of race, gender, like sexuality, most things that most kids taunt each other about. Well, in a way, a lot of people have become a lot more social and accepting. Me being one to mingle throughout a lot of different cliques and crowds in high school, I've introduced a lot of people to a lot of different types of people to where they've come to tolerate them, if not understand them more, and actually befriend them because they never knew sides of them before. Every day after school, I go home on the bus, or after I'm done doing a project, I get taken home by a good friend. Then afterwards, I come home to my grandma, I ask her how her day is, we talk for a little bit, she's my best friend. Then afterwards, we clean up a little bit, then we go pick up our children that we have because we run a foster home. So we watch 6 kids in total. And it's a lot of work, but for that very reason is why I'm such a patient, tolerant person, because those kids have helped train me into being a better person every day. It's why I'm so nice, casually all the time. I have to make sure that I'm leading by example, especially for the kids, of course. I have to make sure that people are taught valuable lessons, meaning that they follow the rules and regulations, just how I teach those children. Make sure you clean up after yourselves, make sure you brush your teeth, use the bathroom, say hello and goodbye to people, say please and thank you. I just have to set the example mostly. For all incoming presidents, regardless grades 9 through 12, I encourage you to go for it. It is so much fun. You get a lot of respect, you get a lot of credibility. You're basically known as one of the popular kids, if you would, because a lot of people know you, but at the same time, you have to be ready to balance all of that responsibility and work, because over the next 4 years, it's your job to make sure that all the requirements are met for everyone in your class, so long as you inform them properly for the class to make sure that everyone's year is the best that it could be.
Now it's time for a commercial break.
When we get back, we'll learn about some cool art and culture here in South Florida.
We'll be right back.
Welcome back.
The Frank Contemporaries is an art show that elegantly displays the amazing work of our local artists. Stay tuned while I expand on this interesting showcase.
Extreme focus that brings a sense of peace and clarity of whatever I'm working on.
The Frank Contemporaries is a pop-up exhibition that comes around each month to help local artists get their name out there. Events like this help small names become big, and people are always able to expand their knowledge and admiration of art.
Frank Contemporaries has been going on for the last 6 months since January, and it's a monthly arts professionals meetup. An event like this is important because it brings together all of Broward County. We offer the opportunity to 3 or 4 visual arts artists in the area, as well as an arts organization within Broward County to expand upon some opportunities for artists locally.
Events like these not only offer new opportunities for artists and buyers alike, it also helps to bring communities together, such as art fanatics or simply people from your town.
There's a lot of artists, and in Miami and Broward County, there's a ton of them, and there's only so few opportunities to show, especially as an independent artist. We did it through a submission process, so they were able to pair us with artists that complemented each other. So I'm showing a variety of work, I do a lot of different things, and it worked well with the other artists showing.
Each artist has a goal of either making a name for themselves or being able to give back to the community. Their artwork is what constantly drives them to keep coming back in a world that doesn't have many opportunities for artists to flourish.
Well, it's important for local artists to come out to evenings like the ones here at the Frank because it gives your community a chance to see who's around and the talent that's out there.
Like I'm in graduate school and I can still show my work and get other people interested in it in a very beautiful venue.
With events like this one, artists are not only able to show their passion for the arts, but are also able to allow others to get a glimpse into the colorful life of an artist. Reporting for WB-TV, I'm Ashley Gonzalez. Yellow Green Farmers Market is the place to go when looking for all organic, natural products. Each and every booth is capable of catching someone's eye.
Not only is every item sold at Yellow Green different than the next, but each vendor has a unique story. Sophie Reese can tell you more about this unique marketplace.
Yellow Green Farmers Market, located in Hollywood, Florida, is a place where people from different walks of life come together to make a living through things that they're passionate about. The environment at this farmers market is what makes it appealing to everyone.
Well, actually, this place, I came here to groceries 6 years ago, and I love it. I can't wait to get Saturday and Sunday to come here because they have also passion fruit that is from my country, and they have a guava, and they have another kind of tropical fruit that is from South America. And they are very friendly and positive. They would buy a market, so I always would love to have something here to connecting me with all these kind of people that live in Florida, and we can represent what we are. So 9 months ago I started this one, and I have another kiosk here. But it's very nice. You can eat everything that you want. If you want the best ceviche here, if you want Puerto Rican food, it's over there. If you want wooden meat, it's right across, and everything is different. And they have a Jamaican clothes, and they have a Colombian pasabocas. And anything that you wanted, you can find it in here. Like this, that you can not expect to have something like this, well, it's at the market. So it's probably like 400 food from everybody from around. So you can come and enjoy the Yellow Green Farmers Market.
Every vendor is here to follow their dreams and bring joy to others through their products. Behind every booth, there's a story.
So 2 years ago, I was diagnosed with a brain tumor, and then I wanted to live a more organic, holistic lifestyle, and I couldn't really find good quality products out there. I tried everything over the counter, nothing worked. So I started experimenting with my mom's kitchen with the lip balms, and that's how the company came about. So I started with the lip balms, then I couldn't find an organic deodorant that worked, so I started formulating my own, and then 9 months later, products came out. So this is where I started actually. I started at the market here. It's different than any other place I've ever been to. I'm a vendor. I have shows that I hosted and whatnot, but nothing is like the market here. Good vibes, good food, good people, and good quality products. People that care, that want to better other people as well. You know, so they have an intention and purpose behind making what they do to help other people.
The different cultures and stories that make up Yellow Green are exactly what makes this place so unique. No matter where you come from or what your passions are, one can find a piece of their home right here. I'm Sophie Reese reporting.
Florida is well known for its sunshine and beautiful beaches. However, even here in the Sunshine State, things can get gloomy.
Our next video touches on the issue of littering and pollution on the Florida coastline. Medicioca can tell you more.
Miami, Florida is known for its sweltering summers and beautiful beaches, but unfortunately, like many other coastal regions that are hotspots for locals and tourists, they encounter pollution on an everyday basis. According to a TED Talk published in 2015, the oceans are also choked with plastic and becoming more acidic day by day. Even though people created these problems, they seem to not care about them. Even though people aren't concerned, environmental organizations have made it their goal to minimize the impact that many people overlook. A study done by the University of Georgia concluded that 18 billion pounds of plastic trash winds up in our oceans each year. To put that in perspective, it's enough trash to cover every coastal region around the world with 5 full trash bags of plastic. However, even though these issues are impacting us directly, many believe that dealing with these problems shouldn't be our priority. According to a survey conducted by the Gallup in 2015, which questioned 1,025 U.S. adults, in 1989, 35% of men and women surveyed believed that we should worry about climate change and pollution, but only 32% said the same thing in 2015. With people constantly being inspired to serve our environment, we can see a new wave of change coming. This has been Amanda Sioka reporting for WB-TV.
Well, that wraps it up here from West Broward. I'm Ashley Gonzalez.
And I'm Michael Rodriguez. If you want to see stories like these and more, make sure you like our Broward Teen News Facebook page.
See you next time.